Hi, my name is Tamara, still, and welcome to my channel, Holistic Me. And I don't think I'm struggling with the name as much now. It is a bit odd. This is where I document my journey to becoming healthier, physically, mentally, all the Lees. My second name is Lee, by the way, so that's cool, all the Lees. And yeah, I just want to update you on my progress. It's been 1 month on keto. This is my 32nd day. There's been some bumps in the road. I've had my shark week, if you feel shy to say periods. And yeah, it hasn't been smooth, but it has not been difficult. So I'm really excited. I feel so different this time, and there's a part of me that's scared because I feel so different. And like my life coach told me, live in the moment. So I'm trying to live in the moment and not trying to get scared about, well, can I keep to this? Can I keep to this? Because so far I've kept to it. Well, almost. More on that later. I want to share some of my non-scale victories before I share my statistics and measurements. So let's get into that because I think that's really important to a lot of people. And it's important to me. So jogging, which is a physical non-scale victory for me. When I started, I could barely do 10 steps. Like I would count 10, and that obviously wasn't 10 seconds. And I would just be like, I can't do any more. And I can't remember exactly when my boyfriend and I started jogging together. He's obviously way better than I am. But right now, I can jog. I've checked my logs, about a minute comfortably. And I've jogged for a 2-minute stretch and maybe for a 3-minute. That one day I'm not so sure with on the logs. I think there might be an anomaly there. But I can comfortably jog for a minute. Now, I know people, my dad ran like 85 kilometers. Obviously, he wasn't running all the time, but I know that's not an achievement for other people. But for me, it is an achievement because from not being able to do 10 steps to jogging the other night, we have a fort where we stay, jogging on the fort and turning back and thinking, what? Did I jog that distance? I don't think I'm going to be able to walk back. So that was really cool. And it just feels great to be able to wake up and just go outside and jog. And I've done that already by myself about 3 times, where I've just taken my dog to the forest and just started jogging. And it's really cool and it's really awesome. And I don't think ever in my life, at any weight, that I've been as healthy to jog consistently. So it's really odd, and I really need to wrap my head around it because I've been way lighter, but I've been less fit. Maybe let's not say healthy, less fit or unfit. So that little bit of fitness is cool. So that's my non-scale victory for jogging. And then another victory psychologically is eating out. So we went to a restaurant, and it's very difficult, I think, when you're on a diet to go to a restaurant. It's too much. For me, it's too much. But we went, and it was kind of my suggestion. I was like, let's go. Polish cuisine, thankfully, is, in my opinion, very keto friendly, except the potatoes, which is their national flour. So we went in, we had like a meat platter, and that was our breakfast I don't think we ate dinner that day. That made us full the entire day. And it's meat platter. Sounds really huge. But it wasn't, but it was filling, and that was so cool. So going out, that's given me confidence, and I think it's also eased up the pressure a little bit, because as a young couple, or as any couple, okay, let's put it this way. As a couple with no children who can go out whenever the hell they want, we really liked eating out. And eating in. So it's a nice thing. So to me, that's a victory. We didn't eat the bread. I didn't struggle with it really. I think my boyfriend had a little bit of trouble, but he never ate it, so whatever. Also, this is not about you hearing about my boyfriend. but he's an important part of my life. So, and I don't have any friends. So, yeah. Another psychological victory is I bought perfume. Okay, now just wait. I was not stinking before. I was smelling okay. Like, I was smelling good. But, so, growing up, before I start, okay, disclaimer. Like, growing up as a kid, Indian kid, coconut oil in the hair. Coconut oil is like everything. Coconut oil. And that's why, allegedly, our hair is really nice and thick and I don't know. But we still do it. I still do it. So I'm okay with smelling like coconut because I grew up smelling like coconut. But I'm not okay smelling like food. So I'm not okay smelling like a cupcake or cotton candy or anything like that. When I was younger and I was slimmer, then I was okay with it. Oh, my lip gloss smells like cotton candy. That was like, okay. Now I'm not, because I feel if I smell like a cupcake, people are like, oh my God, she just ate a cupcake. She is so fat, she smells like cupcake. Which is stupid, but that was in my mind. And I bought perfume and it smells like honey. And I didn't, like something else triggered it. Like I had something on my hair that smelled like honey and that smelled so good and I was okay with it. And now I was like, I want everything to smell like honey. And I don't care if someone thinks that I went and, I don't know, mugged poo and poo bear, not like literal poo, and stole his honey and rubbed it all over my, or I just came from, I don't know, it sounds like some very hedonistic thing that I really think lots of people think fat people are hedonistic, and that I sat and I rubbed honey all over my body and blah, blah, blah. I wasn't doing that, but now I actually don't give a, I wish I could swear, I'm not gonna swear, because I want to smell like honey. So whatever, I will smell like honey. And I don't care right now because it doesn't matter. That person and what they think doesn't matter. And to me, that's a psychological victory. And I found it so difficult to explain to my boyfriend because I'm always like, how do I smell? How do I smell? Can you smell the honey? And I think he thinks I'm a little bit crazy. But it's because I'm so excited to smell like honey or something besides coconuts. I was doing orange, but I mean orange, there's a difference between smelling like orange and smelling like a cupcake or smelling like honey. Like orange, I think oranges are still associated with health. Oh, this person ate an orange. They're trying to lose weight. So yeah, non-scale victory. I'm going to shut up about it now. Oh, and if you want to know what perfume it is I think it's called Honey or Pure Honey by Kim Kardashian. I actually have the bottle here. So this is not a perfume review. So this is the perfume. And I am not Kim Kardashian. I'm not a fan of Kim Kardashian and I don't like follow her every move, but I think she's a really good businesswoman. And I was just looking for a perfume that smells like honey. And everybody on the internet said, oh, this is it. And it smells amazing. So you know what? Whether my money is going to Kim Kardashian or some old man that's sexualizing women, I mean, whatever. At least Kim K decides to sexualize herself. Hashtag feminism. Okay, now I'm going to talk about a failure, which also turned into a success. So when I got my period, like my second week of keto, I was not hungry. First week, not so much. Second week, no. Third week, suddenly I just developed this ravenous hunger. I was just so hungry. And I still kept keto, but I was just eating a lot. And that was really scaring me because I thought, oh, well, last week I did so well and this week I'm not. And that was a bit of a failure for me because I don't want to be in that trap again about being scared to eat. And that's kind of what happened. So I worked on that and I told myself, it's still keto. It's still within my calories. Even if it's a little bit over, who cares? I'm not, when I say in my calories, I mean within my calorie deficit. So not 3,000 calories or whatever that is. I mean, I know my deficit. What I'm trying to say is I was not eating 3,000 calories. I think I was eating like 1,400. And I was like, that's fine. And I really had to speak to myself and tell myself that this is where it starts. This is where all my psychological pressure in my diet usually starts. When I feel hangry or hungry. And yeah, maybe I can share that if anybody's interested on kind of what I spoke to myself, what I told myself, and how I work. But I really tried to make it very logical. And I know sometimes logic doesn't work, but in this case, it worked for me. So I'm really glad, and I stopped that thinking. That being said, yesterday I was thinking a similar way. And then I was like, no, just because I didn't eat the day before or didn't feel like eating the day before doesn't mean I have to do the same thing today. Listen to your body. You're hungry, eat. So that's really something that I'm trying to learn to do. It's really weird to not feel hungry, and it's also really weird when you haven't felt hungry to suddenly feel hungry because you feel like something's wrong. And I think it's because I want that pattern, I want that predictability, and I guess it will come with time. But if it doesn't, I think it's okay. I think I just need to learn how to live in the moment and learn that not everything's a plan, not everything goes according to a schedule, which is difficult for me. I don't know why I'm so rigid when it comes to things, but I used to, as a kid, on a Saturday, I know that I wake up at 7 and I make myself porridge and I watch this show, and then I go back to bed so that my mother doesn't ask me to clean. But it was just, this is the time, this is when I eat, like even this is when I do this, homework. I was very, very scheduled, and I'm still like that in my daily life. And when I don't hit that, I often feel quite disturbed. So when I know that 12 o'clock's time to eat and I don't feel hungry, it just throws me off a little bit. So I'll get used to that. Yeah, I went off in a bit of a tangent. Then my other failure, which was a success. So I was talking about having my period and eating too much. Then I really wanted curry. So I'm Indian again, and like curry heals everything. Curry heals sickness, period pain. Like people should just eat curry, and trust me, you'll feel better. Even if you're constipated, eat curry. So I went and I got myself, or we got ourselves curry. It was just curry, no roti, no bread, no rice. And as I was eating it, I was like, okay, no, this is too much. But I finished it. And I had my chili pickle and I ate like 2 tablespoons of chilies. And then it hit me. I was so bloated. I felt so sick because of all the tomato that's in the chicken curry. I know it holds a lot of carbs. And I just need to go aside for a second just to blow my nose. I know it's disgusting. Maybe I can cut the video, maybe I won't. It would help if I took a tissue. Oh no, wait. Ta-da! I'm sorry that I'm gross. So I had the curry, I felt bloated, I felt horrible. So that's a failure because I might have got kicked out of ketosis. I don't know. But I got back up. So the next day I was like, I'm not touching that stuff again. Like, I feel so horrible. It carried us, that horrible feeling was for probably 2 days, the bloated feeling as well. So that's a victory because normally I'd be like, oh no, I crapped on my diet already. Let me go and get some cake. And I didn't. I didn't get cake. I didn't get anything else. I just accepted the feeling. I accepted that the chicken curry was good, but I ate more than I should have. And also it made me feel sick, not better. So I know I said curry heals everything. Maybe just try and make your curry a little bit carbless, especially if you're on a low carb diet, because I really think that tomato kicks you out. So then the scale and calorie counting. So in the third week, I was the same weight as the second week. Now, as I explained earlier, I was feeling a little bit hungrier. I wanted to eat more, but still my calories were matching up and I should have lost weight according to the numbers. Now, we all know that calorie in, fine, I get it. It works for people. Lots of people have a lot of success on CR, CO, TITO, TITO, whatever. But it's not as simple as calories in, calories out. Not for me. But still, I was like, these are numbers. This should work. And I was quite good with my tracking. So I was getting very frustrated. And I was starting to become obsessive. And I picked it up within 2 days, 3 days, and I was like, stop. Because I hate calorie counting. It's really difficult. It's really imprisoning. And sorry, I spat a little bit. It's imprisoning. And having to log everything before I eat, like, I'm not at the stage where I need to do that. I don't think so. And I hope I never have to, because I don't like it and I don't enjoy it. So I stopped that, and just recognizing that was a bit of a victory. Now the scale. So the last time we spoke, I was like, I'm not going to weigh myself. I'm not weighing myself. I didn't weigh myself for like a week. And then afterwards, I started weighing myself. Now, why I don't want to weigh myself is because when I step on that scale, and if the number's up, I feel horrible, immeasurably horrible. And when the number's down, I feel okay. And I didn't even realize that until I told my life coach. I laugh whenever I say that because, again, it seems like another thing that makes me pretentious. I'm not pretentious. What is it? The lady doth protest too much? Anyway, so I didn't want that to happen anymore. Now, I started getting onto the scale every day, and I was slightly indifferent until the 3rd week. And then it was like, oh, like, I'm not upset or sad. When I was losing, it was like, I still wasn't that happy. And when I wasn't losing, I was like, what now? And that's not okay. So I sat down with myself and I was like, okay, why are you doing it? Why are you weighing yourself? And I said to myself, well, when things are going right and I'm not doing anything wrong, I'm not like having too many calories or chicken curry or schnitzel, then I'm not that concerned about the scale. I could actually go without it. But as soon as I do that, I want to weigh myself the next day, the next day after that, the next day after that, because I'm so paranoid that it's going to catch up with me. And yeah, that's why I do it. So as soon as I do something wrong, when I do something that's not a part of my lifestyle, not wrong, I just want to take stock and see the damage immediately. And I know that the damage doesn't happen the next day. It takes 3 days sometimes to show, 4 days, sometimes a week. I think so. So that's why I was doing it. And then it was more like, trust the process, use this as a tool, but don't let it determine anything again. So I step on the scale. I usually see that it's the same or down. And I'm like, and I walk off. And I'm not bitterly indifferent. I think I'm really just saying this is a tool. It's just a way to measure. All that matters is my average, and that is helping me. When I look at my average and I see the average number in weeks, that's much better. So yeah, it was a failure, and then I hopefully managed to turn it into a victory. And I've been talking for a long time now, and I still haven't told you how much I've lost. I will definitely try and put that in my beautiful thumbnail. I know it's going to be beautiful, just like the other ones. And yeah, let's get into the numbers. So once again, I am 5 foot, which is 1.62 meters tall. And I weighed 147 kilos, which is 324 in the imperial system, because we use metric. I am now 141 kilos, which is 311 pounds. So I've lost 6 kilos and I've lost 13 pounds, and it's been 31 days. This measurements are 31 days old. So 13 pounds, 6 kilos, not as fast as my boyfriend, not as fast as anybody else, but so what? I know that I'm just taking 2 kilos off that, and I'm just going to say average, which is really good, is probably 1 kilo a week. And I'm going to try and hopefully keep to that. My goal is 77 kilos, which is a little bit high for my frame, but I don't know why I'm fixated on that number. I do know why. Which is 169 pounds. So that means I've got 64 kilos to go, which is almost my goal weight. And I've got 142 pounds to go. So those are my stats. I've lost 6 kilos, 13 pounds in 4 weeks. Is it 4 weeks? Yeah, 4 weeks. That's 31 days, slightly over 4 weeks. I feel great. I have energy. I'm moving more. Psychologically, I'm always trying to stop and think about what I'm saying and what I'm doing, and always asking, is it working for you? Is it working for you? And if it's not working for me, I have to let it go, or I have to find a way to make it work for me. Also, I smell much better. But I smell like honey. Yeah, and I really hope you managed to make it through this 20 minutes of dribble, and I hope that I've inspired you. I'm going to put up something. I think I'll put it on the thumbnail, but maybe I'll just try and insert it now. Okay, I don't know if I was able to do that. But it's just face gains, and I'm not really comfortable showing my body as yet to show any differences in my body, but I'm very comfortable showing you my face gains because I'm comfortable showing you my face. So I'm gonna show a thumbnail or a picture that shows you before and after, whichever way it goes. I just feel it's really savage when people put the before picture on the right-hand side. Like, to me, it's always before and then after, and I see so many pictures on Reddit with like before pictures on the right-hand side, and it just, I don't know why, it just not upsets me, it just feels wrong. So I'll try and put it the way I like it. And yeah, if you like this video, please click thumbs up, please subscribe. I have no subscribers. And please leave a comment. Ask me questions. If you want to talk a little bit more about any of the thought processes I used, I'm more than happy to do that. Or if you just want to ask me any questions about me, myself, Poland, my Kim Kardashian perfume, go for it. Have a nice day. Keep well. Be healthy. Be strong. I don't have any taglines, so bye.